Bonus Part 8, 2 a.m. Continuation. It was 2:07 a.m. when Elizabeth stirred, not from a sound, not from a dream, but from a sensation, the kind that lives in the quiet between heartbeats, the weight of a hand resting gently on the curve of her hip, the warm breath of another body close to hers, the memory of being chosen, still humming beneath her skin. The room was dark, lit only by the dim glow of the hallway light spilling through the open bedroom door. Outside, the rain had returned, soft, rhythmic, more whisper than storm. It tapped against the window like a lullaby without lyrics. She didn't open her eyes right away. She simply breathed, inhaled the scent of cedar and candle wax, of wine and skin, of him, Bradley. He hadn't moved much. One arm was draped across her waist, his fingers barely grazing the silk of her slip. The space between their bodies was non-existent, his chest pressed to her back, his breath sinking with hers in the dark. He was awake. She could feel it. Not tense, just present, aware. His thumb traced the softest line along her ribcage, not asking, not pushing, just remembering. Elizabeth shifted, just enough for him to know she was awake too. Her fingers moved across his arm, anchoring there, curling lightly at his forearm. The intimacy of the gesture made the air between them warmer, thicker, like velvet. Neither of them spoke. There was no need. In the dark, some things are better said without words. She turned slowly, letting her body find his, their legs tangling beneath the sheets like they had done this before, like they already knew how to fit. Her eyes found his, shadowed but clear, deep and unguarded in the low light.
"You're awake,"
she murmured.
"I didn't want to disturb you."
"You didn't."
He reached up, brushing a finger along the line of her jaw, trailing it down to the hollow at her throat. His touch was feather-light, reverent, as though she might vanish if he wasn't careful. Her hand found his chest, resting there, feeling the quiet thud of his heart beneath her palm. It was steady, warm, real.
"Are you always this gentle?"
she asked.
"Only when it matters."
She smiled softly, her thumb brushing across his collarbone.
"This feels like something I wasn't sure I'd ever feel again."
He didn't ask what. He didn't need to. He just leaned forward and kissed her, softly, slowly, like a secret being told in the language of lovers breathing. The kiss deepened, but not with urgency, with familiarity, like turning a page you've waited a lifetime to read. Their bodies met again, more deliberate this time, more awake, more aware. His hands moved along her back, fingertips pressing just enough to remind her she was here, now with him, not thinking, not analyzing, just being. The sheets shifted as he rolled onto his back, bringing her with him, her thighs now straddling his waist. The rhythm of their breathing began to change, but even then it stayed soft, unrushed. Elizabeth leaned down, kissing the corner of his mouth, and then his jaw, then the place where his pulse beat beneath his neck. He let out a breath, not a moan, not a groan, just a sigh, like release. Her lips found his again, and this time it wasn't just a kiss. It was recognition, an offering. Bradley's hand settled at her hips, guiding her without force, only presence. His touch was grounding, never possessive, always aware. They moved together slowly, as if time didn't belong here. as if 2 a.m. was suspended in some other dimension where nothing mattered but this. The rain outside softened to a mist, the sound of water meeting window pane becoming part of their rhythm. She buried her face in his neck, her breath hitching not from friction, but from feeling, from the way he whispered her name against her shoulder, from the way his hands held her like she was something rare. And she was. They didn't chase the crescendo. They arrived at it like a tide, gradually, reverently, with the patience of people who had nothing to prove, only something to feel. When it was over, she remained curled against him, her cheek resting over his heartbeat. Neither of them moved. The silence was full. His hand traced slow, absent-minded shapes along the small of her back. She closed her eyes, letting his breath lull her like ocean waves smoothing sand.
Stay with me.
He said again, this time not as a question, as a wish.
I'm here.
She whispered. A long pause, then softly,
I don't want to sleep alone anymore.
he tightened his arm around her just slightly.
You won't have to.
Outside, the city slept, and inside, they did too. Wrapped in linen, in rain and one another. The quiet between them no longer empty, but whole.